Hi, my dear students. Welcome to science classes. In this class, we're going to learn about the what are the concepts are there in this life process. Chapter name life process. Okay, what is meant by life? Then what are the process are there in this lesson? We slowly know about that. First one, the life process are the basic process in living organisms which are necessary for maintaining their life. It means what? We maintain the life, it means we want the life process. The basic life process are nutrition, respiration, transportation, and excretion. In that, nutrition is the process. You already know familiar with this topic. What is meant by nutrition in your previous classes? You have the knowledge about that. Nutrition is the process of taking food by an organism and its utilization by the body for life process. It shows the movement of the body also and growth of the body also. Then what's meant by respiration? Respiration is know about the it is nothing but the exchanging of gas. Commonly you call that exchanging of gas. So is the process by which food is burnt in the cells of the body with the help of oxygen to release energy is called respiration, and transportation is the process by which food, oxygen, water, waste products are carried from the one part of the body to the other. So it's called as transportation. And what is meant by excretion? Excretion is the process by which waste products are removed from the body. The main four concepts are there in this lesson: nutrition in plants and animals, respiration in plants and animals, transportation plants and animals, and excretion in plants and animals. These topics are there in this lesson. We going to know about the all concepts with the help of diagram also. After this lesson, so you know about the you have an idea about the what is meant by nutrition, what is meant by respiration, transportation, then excretion. So these all process done in this what plants and animals also. So nutrition is nothing but the intaking of food and it is utilized for our growth. And respiration means exchanging of gases. We taking the oxygen and releasing the carbon dioxide. So first you know about the we learn about the nutrition. Nutrition is the process by taking food by an organism and its utilization by the body to build the body for growth, to repair the damaged parts of the body, and for energy. Okay, so life on earth depends on carbon based molecules, and most of the food are also carbon based molecules. The outside raw materials used by living organisms are food, water, and air. Modes of nutrition, there are two main modes of nutrition are there. Modes of nutrition means first one is autotrophic nutrition, then heterotrophic. Autotrophic, it means nothing but the some organisms are prepared their own food. They are called as autotrophs, and which organisms are depend on another organisms for food purpose is called heterotroph. So let us discuss about that. Autotrophic nutrition is nutrition in which organisms prepare their own food from simple inorganic substances like a CO2 and H2O in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Example, all green plants and some bacteria. Then what is meant by heterotrophic? In the nutrition in which organisms get their food directly or indirectly from plants. For example, all animals, fungi, and some bacteria. Types of heterotrophic nutrition are there. There are three main types of heterotrophic nutrition. They are saprophytic, parasitic, and holozoic nutrition. So these three nutrition types are there in this heterotrophic nutrition. Students, first one, nutrition is classified into autotrophs and heterotrophs. Autotrophic nutritions are nothing but the which organisms are which organisms prepare their own food with the help of sunlight. It means nothing but the photosynthesis process. Then heterotrophic is nothing but the which organisms are depend on other organisms for food purpose. Let us go to what are the types of heterotrophic nutrition. The first one, saprophytic nutrition, is nutrition in which organisms get their food from dead and decaying organism. They break down the food material outside their body and then absorb it. For example, mushrooms, bread mold, yeast, some bacteria, and etc. Second one, the parasitic nutrition. In nutrition in which organisms get their food from living organisms without killing them. It means it's present in the body. For example, cuscuta, orchids, ticks, lice, leeches, roundworm, tapeworm, plasmodium, etc. Then third type of heterotrophic nutrition is holozoic nutrition. In nutrition in which organism take food directly and then digest and absorb it. For example, amoeba, paramecium, birds, fishes and humans, etc. So these are the three types of heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic means these all types are depend on the another organism for nutrition purpose. In a saprophytic, examples are mushrooms, bread mold, yeast. Means when where is the decaying matter is there, in that organisms are present in that. Means that are they are the habitat of that organism. And parasitic nutrition, it means in a nutrition in which organisms get their food from living organism. Host, it means it present in the inside the body and it take a food from it. And third one is holozoic nutrition. Let us go to learn about the nutrition in plants. First one, students, you already very familiar with topic and you already know about this. Some idea about that. Photosynthesis is a process by which plants prepare food by using carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight, chlorophyll. The food prepared is carbohydrate which is stored in the form of starch. Oxygen is released in this process. Equation of photosynthesis is, see here, carbon dioxide. When carbon dioxide is react with the water with the help of sunlight and chlorophyll, it releases what? C6H12O6 is nothing but the glucose, sugars and water and oxygen. So in this reaction we know about the what is the photosynthesis process and equation. Let us go to next process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis takes place in three main steps. They are, first one, absorption of light energy by chlorophyll. Means it means nothing but the photosynthesis process. First one is what? Absorption of light energy by chlorophyll, conversion of light energy into chemical energy and splitting up water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. Third one, reduction of carbon dioxide by hydrogen to form that process. Then let us know about what is meant by chlorophyll. Where is that? When we take a thin section of the leaf, for example, chlorophyll are the green pigments present in the leaves. If we observe a cross section of a leaf under a microscope, we can see cells containing green dot like structure called chloroplast which contain chlorophyll. So this is the diagram. When we take the thin section of that leaf, we can observe that in with the help of microscope, in under the microscope. The small dot like structures where the present, it means they are nothing but the chloroplasts. Okay, the chloroplasts are very helpful for photosynthesis process to prepare the food. Then what you know about the stomatas? Stoma is a singular word. Stomata is a plural word. Stomata are tiny pores present in the leaves through which exchange of gases takes place. Each stoma it means single. Stoma has a pair of guard cells which controls the opening and closing of the stomatal pore. When water enters the guard cell, it swells and the pore opens, and when the guard cell lose water, it shrinks and the pore closes. It means what? Opening and closing. Just see this observe this diagram. Open and close stomatal pore. First A diagram is what? It will open the guard cells. It means what? The exchanging of gases process is running. You observe that B diagram. It closed stomatal pore. It means the exchanging of gases are stopped. Means temporarily stopped. Okay. In this diagram you know about the exchanging of gases also and preparing the food. Let us know about the nutrition in animals. See this diagram. Mode of nutrition in animals. Already you know about this food chain. The energy is transferred from one trophic level to the another trophic level is called one food chain. In this diagram, the sun is a producer. Means nothing but the plants are the producer in this ecosystem. And first one herbivore, omnivore, carnivore and carnivorous. So herbivorous is what? The first one primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer and quaternary consumers are there. So you already familiar with the topic and you know about what is meant by food chain and examples also. Let us discuss about that. Then what is meant by amoeba? It is a Nutrition in amoeba, it is a unicellular organism and it doesn't has any particular shape. Amoeba is a unicellular animal living in water. It takes a food by forming finger-like projection called pseudopodia, and it is also called as locomotory organ and forms a food vacuole. Inside the food vacuole, the food is digested and absorbed. The undigested food is then sent out through the surface of the cell. And see this schematic representation of that amoeba, nutrition in amoeba. When food particles come near the amoeba, the pseudopodia is open that and it absorbs that food and it's stored in the food vacuole. After that, the food is dissolved in that amoeba, and it means amoeba is show the nutrition process. The nutrition in human beings. Nutrition in human beings takes place in the digestive system. It consists of the alimentary canal and glands which produce enzymes which breaks down into smaller molecules. Okay. The main organs of the digestive system are mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine and anus. The main glands are salivary, gastric, liver, pancreas and intestinal glands. Let's see this diagram. This is a human alimentary canal. Okay, egestion, ingestion process, absorption, reabsorption. This already you are very familiar with the topics in your 8th standard. Then see the diagram. First one, tongue, mouth, buccal cavity. Then esophagus. The food is bolus. Okay, the bolus is enters to the esophagus to the stomach. And see the digestive tract, also called as alimentary canal. Start with the mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and finally anus. So in this diagram, accessory glands show in a green color. In this diagram, just observe that green color pigments means organs are called as liver, pancreas and gallbladder, provide additional enzymes and digestive hormones also. In the mouth, the food is broken. Means what are the procedure? Means how the food is digested. There is the procedures are there. In the mouth, the food is broken down into smaller particles by the teeth and mixed with the saliva from salivary glands. Saliva contains the enzyme salivary amylase which converts starch into sugars. Then the food passes through the esophagus into the stomach. And in the stomach, the gastric glands produce a gastric juice which contains the enzymes pepsin, HCl, mucus and pepsin breaks down the proteins. Remember that one more question. Then hydrochloric acid makes the medium acidic and helps in the action of pepsin. And mucus also one of the most important juice in that digestion process. In the upper part of the small intestine called duodenum, the food is mixed with the bile from liver and pancreatic juice from the pancreas, and it bile break down the smaller globules, and pancreatic juice contains the enzymes trypsin and lipase. Trypsin breaks down proteins and lipase break down fats. In the small intestine, the glands, the wall of the small intestine produce intestinal juice. The enzymes of the intestinal juice converts carbohydrates into glucose, fats into fatty acids and glycerol and proteins into amino acids. The wall of the small intestine has several finger-like projections called villi having blood vessels. It helps to increase the surface area for the absorption by the blood and transported to all cells in the body. Then the undigested food passes into large intestine. In the large intestine, the water is absorbed and the waste material is removed through the anus. So it is the procedure, means what functions of the our human digestive system. Students, you learn about this, what are the alimentary canal and what are the functions are happening inside the body and what are the meant by ingestion, egestion. Okay, then what are the juices means pancreatic juice, bilirubin, pepsin, renin, mucus. So these are secreted in our stomach, and this is helpful for our digestive process. So in this lesson we learn about the what is meant by nutrition and what are the types of nutrition and plants, nutrition in plants and nutrition in animals. So there is plants in a nutrition, it consists of a autotrophic and heterotropic. Autotrophs are nothing but the which prepare their own food, they are called autotrophs. Which organisms are depend on another organism for food purpose, they are called heterotrophs. And next, nutrition in animals. In a amoeba, we know about that pseudopodia is a locomotory organ and it's very helpful for digestive process and digestion in human beings. So mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach. So like that, the food is digested.